Imagine being someone who is completely unshakable, someone who faces rejection, criticism, or betrayal and remains composed while the world descends into chaos. Most of us try to achieve this by building a rigid emotional barrier. We put on a mask of apathy, pretending the words of others simply bounce off. But that strategy rarely holds. While the outer mask projects strength, the person behind it is bleeding internally, struggling to reconcile public armor with private pain. Relying on an emotional shield creates a fatal vulnerability. It separates your outward appearance from your internal reality, leaving you brittle rather than strong. There is a mechanical reality to how we process suffering. Attempting to numb or block pain does not actually destroy it. When you block external pressure at the boundary, energy is forced inward. Instead of dissipating, it mutates into anxiety or anger. The more you thicken that outer wall, the faster your internal structure collapses under the trapped pressure. We remain vulnerable because we are misdiagnosing the actual source of our injuries. We typically blame our pain on external chaos, the poorly chosen words of a colleague, or the sudden rejection of a partner. Track an experience entering the psyche. It only causes damage when striking a specific, unhealed node. The reaction's magnitude is dictated by the node's internal instability, not the external event. Pain isn't created outside, it's activated from within. This means that external events possess no inherent power to harm you. Because the explosion happens entirely inside your own psyche, your only path to invulnerability is neutralizing the triggers you carry. Carl Jung, the founder of depth psychology, argued that the pain we feel from the world is a reflection of what we haven't integrated internally. He defined the unconscious as a hidden force that, when ignored, turns us into emotional puppets. We stop choosing our actions and instead spend our lives merely reacting to the world. This suggests a different model of armor. Instead of a shell that keeps the world out, true protection is a dense, integrated core. Jung called the construction of this core individuation. It is the courageous process of bringing your shadows, your flaws, and your insecurities into the light so they can be processed and understood. You become untouchable by realizing no one can touch what has already been embraced within you. Emotional immunity is a state of clarity. It functions because you have mapped your own psyche so thoroughly that you can see your reactions forming before they take hold. This gives you a significant tactical advantage. Once you understand your own patterns, your triggers lose their ability to be weaponized by external forces. In this state, you will still experience the sensation of being hurt. However, you will no longer drown in that pain or lose your sense of identity because you are no longer living on the surface. Self-knowledge is the ultimate defense. The actions of others lose their power to destroy you once you inhabit your own depths. You can choose to struggle helplessly on the chaotic surface of life, or you can descend into the stable, silent depths. Strength comes from diving into life deeply and experiencing it fully, rather than hiding behind a wall and hoping the world doesn't find the cracks. Stop surviving by pretending to be strong. Make a contract with yourself right now to live with genuine truth. Go to the comments and type the phrase, "I choose awareness." By making the unconscious conscious and actively choosing awareness, you ensure that no external insult will ever have the power to break you again.